How's it going, guys? This is Clint, and today I want to tell you a little bit about quizzes on Edmodo. At first, it may take some time creating the quizzes, but what you'll find is that it will save you time because Edmodo will grade the quizzes for you. And all you have to do is once you've logged in, you want to click on the quiz tab at the top. And if you have already created a quiz before, it'll save it automatically, and you just load it here. You see some of the quizzes I've created, so you can just load that. Or if you want to use one of those quizzes as a template and just edit it, you could do that as well. But if you need to create one from scratch, we'll create a quiz here. And there are different formats for your quizzes. These are really good for multiple choice quizzes, true, false, and matching. Those are easier for the students, and it's easier for you because the short answer and the fill in the blank, it takes more time to grade them. So if we want to make a multiple choice question, you want to add the first question, and then this is where you're going to input what the students will see on the quiz. So you'll ask the question here. And students will be able to see these questions and see all of the answer choices below. And you can put the different, if you want to have multiple choice, you can determine how many choices they have to choose from, whether it's 2 up all the way, however many you want, A, B, C, or D, to get them ready for those EOGs. You just keep adding a response down here. And then you put your answers in the choices there. And you need to make sure you select the correct answer by clicking on set as correct answer. And it's just that simple for adding questions. Once you feel like you're ready, you can move on to the next one by clicking this plus button here to add another question. And you can also reorder them by dragging and dropping them if you want to change the order. But you can also randomize the questions here. Another thing you can do is you can remove questions if you want to delete it and create a new one. You can set how many points each question is worth. If you're only going to have 10 questions, you can make them 10 points apiece. The total score of 100. You can change the title of your quiz here. I'm just going to put test for now. You can, if you're having maybe a multiplication time test, you can change the time limit here. So they only have a certain amount of time to take the test, but you want to be careful because when the time ends, it will count all of the questions that they did not answer incorrect. So that's kind of up to you there. But if you want to make sure they have plenty of time, you can put as many minutes as you want there. And you can always change the type of question here. Always go back and change it. You can also preview the quiz here. And this will kind of give you an idea of what the students will see when they're taking the quiz. So once they've chosen the quiz, they'll click Start Quiz, and they can choose their answer here. And then once they finish answering all the questions, they can click Submit Quiz, and then confirm that you are ready to submit it. They can rate how they feel about the quiz, all the way from, felt it was awesome to, they weren't interested or needed help. It was boring. They needed more time. Not taught in class. It was too tough. It was interesting. And they liked it all the way again to awesome. So once they rate it, they can view the results. So you have instant feedback for students. You can see that it was green. They chose the correct answer. So they got 1 out of 1 total points there. You come back to the quiz and again make some more changes if you need to. You can also print it if you'd like. And then to assign the quiz, you want to click on assign And then you want to send it to your class. So I'll find a Rogers here and send it to my class. And you can have a due date. It needs to be done by this Friday. And you want to add it to your grade book so that you can look at their progress. And once you send it out, it's ready to go. And then one last thing with quizzes is you can check your students' progress on the quiz. The quiz will be posted to the strand on your Edmodo class page, so you can see who has turned it in. No one's turned it in yet, so no one will pop up here just yet. But once they turn it in, they'll come up here, so you can check it that way. You could also check the progress of the quiz by clicking on progress here and scrolling down to the class that it was assigned to. And this will show you who has taken the test and how well they did. So that's kind of a way to keep track of your quizzes. And again, it gives them instant feedback, and it's easier for teachers because you don't have to do as much grading. So I highly recommend adding quizzes to Edmodo as much as you can.